tea. Memory of all that. Oh no, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me.
Yeah, we've been quarantined here for what? March, April, May, or into June. So this is a highly unusual thing worldwide, and we've had to make a lot of compromises to adjust to it.
The level of interest and support that I've gotten since I moved to Portland has been great. I love everybody.
You guys here at the Cerimon House really took care of the, we had our own entrances, we had our own bathrooms, and can't always do that, but you guys were very on it tonight and very helpful in that way.
We had our own bathrooms assigned to us, and all the surfaces were pre-sprayed and sprayed after they were touched. I feel this is probably one of the safest places to be in Portland, Oregon right now.
I hope that this will lead to lots more events like this at the Cerimon House because it's a fantastic place to play.
I really enjoyed the gig tonight with Tom Grant and Perry Forcell and Billy Edson. And this is a wonderful space to create music.
Not playing with other musicians is very hard. I've been doing a weekly live stream thing by myself from my own house, and that's one thing. That's nice to be able to do that. But it's so special to commune with other musicians.
I was super comfortable playing. I miss it so much that I was super excited to do it. And playing with the mask was a little awkward, but if that's the price you gotta pay, I'd gladly do it.
Especially guys like we played with tonight, Ronstein and Harry Thorcell on bass. They're so tuned in. We're also tuned into one another. That it's really we almost forget when you go this long without playing with one another. You forget what it's like. It's really a joy.
I felt very safe. Yes.
I want to thank you for this very hip face mask which has pictures of Miles Davis and Bill Evans on it. Be cool. So wear your mask, stay safe, be well. Keep jazz alive.
This bumpy road to love, but I'll always keep the memory of where you held your knife. Very frightening. The way we danced till 3. The way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away. They can't take that away. They can't take that away from me.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Willow, weep for me. Willow, weep for me. Bend your branches down along the stream that runs to sea. Listen to my plea. Hear me, willow, and weep for me. Gone, my lovely dreams, lovely summer dreams. Gone, and left me here to weep my tears into the stream. Sad as I can be. Hear me, willow, and weep for me. Whisper to the wind and say that love has sinned, to leave my heart a breaking and making a moan. Murmur to the night to hide a starry light, so none will find me sighing and crying all alone. Oh, weeping willow tree, weep in sympathy. Bend your branches down along the ground and cover me when the shadows fall. Bend on, willow, and weep for me.
Well, howdy, everyone. Hoping that you can connect and see us. Hey, Lisa, I see that you're on there. That's my sister and my dad, thank God. They're there, they're able to make it. And they're in Canada, by the way. When we were thinking about doing this concert, one of the things that came to mind is that, of course, it's very different because you're out there somewhere. Nanaimo, British Columbia, for two of you, and we're here. And that sometimes that's a little bit hard to think of, and yet, on the other hand, it's wonderful to think of, because we can be with you even when we're not.
This is our first time.
This is our first time doing it this way. And a lot of times, lately I've been watching the Waltons, and it's just a really good feeling show. And the other day I was watching, and they're all sitting around the radio, you know? It's the middle of the 30s, the Depression, and that's how they were entertained. They listened to entertainers from, you know, all over the States, around the world, I would imagine, and had a wonderful time. So we're hoping tonight that we can bring you a little bit of that Walton-esque feeling and that gather around the radio feeling. So hopefully you have your yummy treats, your chocolate, your red wine, or whatever you happen to enjoy. And we'd like to provide that lovely evening for you now. Some like a night at the movies, some like a dance or a show, some are content with an evening spent home by the radio. Some like to live for the moment. Some like to just reminisce. But whenever I have an evening to spend, just give me one like this. This is a lovely way to spend an evening. Can't think of anything I'd rather do. This is a lovely way to spend an evening. Can't think of anyone as lovely as you. A casual stroll in a garden, a kiss by a lazy lagoon, catching a breath of moonlight, humming our favorite tune. This is a lovely way to spend an evening. Can't think of anything I'd rather do. Catching a breath of moonlight, humming our favorite tune. This is a lovely way to spend an evening. Can't think of anything I'd rather do. No, I want to say all my nights and spend them with you. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you. It's so fun to read the comments here. Hi, Charlie Denard. Oh, my goodness. So great to see you all the way in New Orleans. Holy cow. And it's my sister Lisa and my dad in Vancouver Island and my brother with my mother in Grants Pass. You know, this is kind of fun. I'm just saying. I am just saying. So, thinking about lovely ways to spend an evening. This one's for my dad and mom. Because when we were younger, we would have television. I mean, no television most of the time. My dad said it wasn't good for us, so we didn't have it. And we had music, all kinds of music. Bach Sunday morning to get us up out of bed so we'd do our chores. and Rolling Stones here and there, Billie Holiday, you name it, we listened to it. So the fun thing that we would do to spend an evening on a Friday night or whatever night it was just crank up the tunes. And my dad always had the stereo with which to do that. My mother showed us how to do the Charleston on occasion, and my dad did a dance that was a little bit like a giant turkey dancing. That's the only way I can explain it, Dad. I'm not going to show them, okay? So this one's for childhood lovely nights. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. I love to climb a mountain and to reach that highest peak, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. I love to go out fishing in a river or creek, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. I said, dance with me, I want my arms about you, the charms about you will carry me through to heaven. Yeah, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dennis says you have magic fingers. Hi, Dennis. I like this. I like this little screen thing. This is kind of fun. I'm just saying, okay?
I think he was saying you have magic.
No, sir. No, sir, no. So, for those of you who don't know me, don't know what I do, besides sing on occasion, I'm a Montessori teacher of 3 to 6-year-olds. And they are just the joy of my life, truly. It doesn't matter what your day has been like. It doesn't matter what's going on in the news. It doesn't matter, even if I'm doing virtual schooling online with them, they bring me such joy. And I know that there are at least 3 who are watching tonight. And so this goes out to all of my students. But especially, I heard that Nisa, Yvonne, and Anu are watching. And this is one of the songs that we learned this spring online for our end of the year concert. It's something that Steve's mother, who is also watching as far as we know,
Hi, Mom.
up on Whidbey Island, she's the one who suggested that we maybe learn this song. And so this one's for you too, Irene.
Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up. That sun is red, live, love, laugh and be happy. When that red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his whole sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up. That sun is red, live, love, and be happy. What if I could do? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. The rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When that red robin comes bobbing along. Mr. Steve Christofferson. When that red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his whole sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get out of bed, cheer up. That sun is red, live, love, and be happy. What if I blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. The rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When that red robin comes bobbing, red robin comes bobbing along. Thank you so much. Thank you. C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toi qui m'aimais et je t'aimais.
nous vivions tous les deux ensemble. Moi qui t'aimais, toi qui m'aimais, mais la vie sépare ceux qui s'aiment. Nous vivions tous sans faire de bruit, et la mer efface sur le sable. Des amants, des souvenirs. C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toi qui m'aimais, qui t'aimais, et nous vivions tous les deux ensemble. Toi qui m'aimais, toi qui m'aimais, mais la vie sépare ceux qui s'aiment. Nous vivions tous sans faire de bruit. Le mer efface sur le sable les pas des amants, les pas des amants, les pas des amants des Mr. Steve Christofferson over here.
How we doing?
Just read it over here, see?
I was looking up there.
Pittman says they should take. Oh. Never mind, Mr. Pittman. Yes. So, Margaret says this is great. Steve and Heather, hello to you, Irene.
Oh,
You know
Margie.
Oh, Margie. Yeah.
Margie.
Yeah, your mother's friend. Yeah.
Now, how wonderful.
All right, so this one's for you, Margie and Irene, and my mother. One day, Steve and I were driving to a gig, and it was rather cold out, and I said, well, you know that song, Button Up Your Overcoat. And he's like, no, there's a song about that? And I'm like, where have you been? You haven't lived until you've known that one. And he said, it's kind of apropos for today. One's always trying to take care of one and others, right?
Safeguard.
Safeguard.
Must
So there's a
safeguard.
lot of rules in here on how to stay safe and how to stay well. So pay attention. It's like this. Listen, big boy, now that I got you made, goodness, but I'm afraid something's gonna happen to you. Listen, big boy, you've got me hooked, and how I should die if I should lose you now. Button up your overcoat when the wind is free. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Need an apple every day, get to bed by 3. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Be careful crossing or on nails, or third rails. You'll get a pain and ruin your dum-dum. Button up your overcoat when the wind is free. Wear your flannel underwear when you climb that tree. Steer clear of frozen ponds, peroxide blondes, stocks and bonds. You'll get a pain and ruin your bankroll. Cutting up your overcoat when the wind is free. Take good care of yourself. You belong to me. Thank you. Thank you. See the pyramid along the Nile. Watch a sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you belong to and blue. Fly an ocean on the silver plain. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you belong to and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. Yours fell out too?
Yours too?
Oops. Thank you. Hey sis, Mom's here too. Hey, hi Mom, how are you? This is kind of fun, you know, singing with And I hope there's no doctors out there. Dr. Paul, if you're out there, you didn't see me stick something in my ear because I know you told me don't do such a thing. But apparently, when you're in high-tech land, you got to stick things in your ears.
Must be nice having
Hi,
your
James.
own ear doctor.
Hi, Annie. Look, Annie Avera's there. Oh, my goodness, This
Wow.
is too fun. Are we going to be here till like midnight? Because, this is a lot of fun. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Well, Billy had a song request. I just made her jump. But when we're thinking about songs and evenings and things like that, this song is probably one of the biggest requests that we get. And, it was written by Edith Piaf, but according to the story, it was too sweet for her, like Eartha Kitt would say, too sweet, my dear. And so she let another woman that she was trying to help get into the business sing it in French, and then, of course, Louis Armstrong and Bing Crosby, one of my all-time faves, sang it in English, right around 1945, end of the war. Many times when Steve and I have gone to places where there's older people who've been places and who've done things that I couldn't even imagine. Like one gentleman said he was there not too long after the war and he heard this song, and when I sang it, it took him back there. Other people, when I sing it, they say it's like going back to Paris without paying for a plane ticket, because it's just one of those songs. So hopefully this will take you somewhere beautiful, somewhere romantic, somewhere life-giving. It's called La Vie en Rose, which means life in pink. It's like looking through rose-colored glasses so that life just looks better. Tes yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche. Voilà le pot très cendre douce de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand elle me prend dans ses bras, elle me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais le cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, mais je vais pour l'envie. Dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
Sans en moi, mon cœur qui bat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's time for a drink, everybody.
Okay, let's.
All right, yeah, Lisa says yes. Keith, I'm so glad you like everything. Yeah, and I saw Will Payton was on there. If it's the same Will Payton, he was one of my students ever so long ago. He and his brother and his two sisters, two brothers, I can't even remember. Anyway, the Payton family.
This, for your first time, I gotta say, you're doing really well because you know how to interact with this screen. Touche.
Thank you, darling. How about a little boom?
Yeah, okay.
Hope you guys are doing well up there.
Yeah, hope we're coming through. Coming through okay? All right.
Boum, comme notre café, boum. Tout avec lui dit boum, et c'est l'amour qui s'éveilla. Boum, il chante la veine bleue. En rythme de ce boum, qui reste de boum à l'oreille. Tout a changé depuis, et la roue a des jeux qui regardent aux fenêtres. Yadalala, des mains douces à la mer, la soleil va bon. Reste toujours fait boum. Tout avec lui des boum, comme notre cœur a fait boum boum. Comme notre cœur fait boum. Boum, il chante la veine bleue. Tout a changé depuis, et la roue a des yeux qui regardent aux fenêtres. Yadalala, des mains de douce à la main, la soleil va bon. Reste toujours fait boum. Tout avec lui des boum, comme notre cœur a fait boum boum. Ça fait toujours boum boum. Je n'entends que boum boum. Ça fait toujours boum boum. Je n'entends que boum boum. Boum. Thank you. Yay! Yay for the people. That is Ron Steen's favorite song that I sing, by the way. So, just in case you're wondering what Ron Steen's favorite song is, that's the one. Ron Steen is the one and only Ron Steen. So, after the show tonight, Steve, after tonight's live stream, we are apparently going to learn a song we've never heard before, like on camera.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so sometimes we learn songs and we learn them separately, and then Steve comes up with these wild ideas of taking this song over here and this song over here and like mashing them up. Barbara, this happens to be Barbara's favorite song, if I do remember correctly. And so, yeah, sometimes it's just, it's super fun to like shove two songs together and see what happens. Shall we?
All right.
Okay. A fool of you, why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Just asking for a little bit.
Well, you sit there yakking in my face. I don't really want to have to put you in your place, but baby, silence is golden. Yeah, you can't raise a dime.
I'm trying.
Because your mind's on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
Did you hear what he said? You're sitting there wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money, they will put you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Like those ones over there. Get out of here.
So she
Get
got
me
to
some
you.
money too.
Well, you tell us stories you don't realize. You need me more than you can recognize. And if complaining is criminal, you'd lead a life of crime. Because your mind's on vacation and your mouth is working overtime. Talk is cheap. I don't go making threats to you that I don't intend to keep. If you don't want to drink my gin, I'll drink it all myself. If all you do is criticize, I'm gonna find somebody else.
Why don't you do right?
Oh, now,
like
if you could just stop talking, that would be sublime.
Get out of here.
No need to yell, baby.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Good. Get me some money.
Look, okay, let's talk it. Let's just talk this over, baby. Now, can you loan me $5? I'm gonna go get some smokes. I'll come back and we'll work this out, okay? Please. Please, baby. Please.
Maybe. Thank you so much. So, the other day I was actually trying to take a nap. And I was thinking of a song that I was hoping I would do tonight, and my mind just kind of works this way. It went, no, you have to sing about love and happiness. Not the Etta James song that has love and happiness in it, but about love and happiness. Because right now, It feels like that's what we need more than anything. That and music. Love and happiness. So this next song came into my mind because to me it speaks all about the importance of love. And the song after that, whenever we play it, it makes everybody smile. So this is our version of Love and Happiness for all of you. I'm gonna take a sip. What's it all about, Alfie? Well, I guess I've forgotten the words. Darn it, we'll have to start again. Sorry. I can't even think.
Was it that knocking
It
sound?
must have been. No, I don't think so.
The carpenters they spare no expense getting Cerimon House ready for you. Someone's bashing away back there, but that's okay.
Got it. Got it. Don't you just love it when it's live and you can't remember the words? And
This is the real deal, folks. Yes, this is live.
where's my martini? What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what will you lend to a new golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even unbelievers can believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie, until you find the love you've missed. You're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love any day, Alfie. so much. Thank you. Happy talk, keep talking happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about a moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music she can make. Happy talk, keep talking happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You gotta have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Pack up your troubles and just get happy. You gotta chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're going to the promised land. We're heading across the river, gonna wash our sins in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Pack up your troubles, come on, get happy. You gotta chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. We're heading across the river, wash your sins in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You gotta chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Forget your troubles. Get happy. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. I have no idea what time it is, but according to the sheet over here, we're at the end of our first set. So we do have somebody who's going to come up and play some piano for you. Oui?
Oh.
Or come down.
it's
He's
go-
up there.
I think it's going to be an interview.
Oh, it's an interview. I'm sorry. Interview, piano.
But if it turns into a performance,
Yeah.
my piano is
And
your
we want to
piano.
thank, of course, oh my goodness, Billy and Paul, everyone at Cerimon House for making this possible.
And Moses and crew, who is
And Mo-
shooting
yes,
this fabulous
yes.
video.
And whoever put this little screen here so we can say hello to everyone.
Paul K. Ward is in charge of the audio, and he's kind of been the go-to guy that we really owe the most thanks to because he's poured so many hours and so much love into launching this series. So thank you, Paul.
So, yes, thank you. And so we have a lovely interview for you now, and we will be back, so please don't go anywhere. Just, get a few more refreshments and such. Okay?
I'm gonna sit right here,
Oh, you are?
write myself a letter.
I'm going to take this off for 15 minutes.
This is the part we never rehearsed. Is there something on the screen, or are we still live? We're still live. All right, folks, this is how the sausage gets made.
So no touching his keyboard, in fact, but have a seat where he sat. Sounds good to me. Steve, you sound incredible.
I shake your hand because I'd really like to. It's a bad optic right now, unfortunately.
Shaking hands might be permanently unfashionable. Exactly. Because I don't know when it's
Oh,
going to
don't say permanently, no.
Well, not
My lipstick look okay? My lipstick look okay? That looks stunning.
Thank you, Bill.
Really, it was. That was some beautiful music making.
Wasn't it? I'm not sure where they want me to have the mic or anything, so I'm just going to sit here.
All right, I'll get closer to her. You stay right here.
Okay?
You're doing everything right.
Can't see my face on the thing. Can't see my face on the thing. I don't think you got my good side. My lipstick okay? Sometimes it bleeds down my chin.
Am I talking into this?
I'm not sure.
Would you like me to touch it? Sure. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure we're all good and.
Harrison Richter.
Hi,
Thank
Billy.
you for coming to Cerimon House.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah. How about the Steve and Heather duo? What'd you think?
Oh, that's incredible. I was sitting right up there. I don't think they can see, but.
It's tough to see because there's a balcony up here, but you're joined with some of their friends
Yeah.
and family.
I had a balcony seat. I was right there. I had a perfect seat. So
Yeah.
it's some beautiful music here.
Have you been to Cerimon House before?
No, this is my first time.
So, for those of watching, who is Harrison Richter and why are you here?
I am a jazz pianist here in the Portland area. I've been really fortunate to get to play with people here in the Portland area and be part of this really wonderful music community here. I'm here because, well, for one thing, because Steve and Heather are here, but also, you could maybe speak a little more to this than I can, but I am really excited to get to work with you here at Cerimon House and get to share music and the wonderful healing powers that music has with our community here in Portland and hopefully to a larger network as well.
Yeah, that's great. So, and Harrison, you and I met probably just pre-COVID, a few months
Right.
earlier, and I think it was at one of the jam sessions at 1905.
At 1905.
Aaron Barnes has
Ron Steen.
Yeah, jam sessions there, and it's the place to be. It's the #1 jazz club in the world, according to Downbeat magazine, I believe.
Yeah.
But Harrison Richter was playing with Ron Steen's vocal jam, or no, Ron Steen's jam. They had all the instrumentalists, and there you were. And how long had you been doing that? How long have you been jamming with Ron Steen and other musicians?
Well, I first went to one of Ron Steen's sessions a year and a half ago, I think. It was near the end of my senior year of high school, and I'm now.
Wait, your senior year of high school?
End of my senior year of high school, yeah.
So does that make you old enough to be in the 1905, or do they allow it to the general public for the jams?
It's like past a certain time, but I'm usually there anyway, so I just I do this when they come around.
But so let me get it straight. You're jamming where like Marilyn Keller is singing, and you've got the Heather Keizers, and you're accompanying them, and you're 18.
Yeah.
At the time, or 17.
I think 18, but yeah, it's really, there's a incredibly high standard of musicianship there, and even the people who are my age play incredibly well. I mean, the people like Andres Moreno or all these really great young musicians, Noah Simpson. The 1905 is really, I mean, I think the reason probably that I got that Downbeat Award is that it really cultivates a culture of working hard and of coming together to make music together, and not just, I can do whatever I want in my practice room, but then when I come to the 1905, it's about who's on the bandstand right now, and how do I make them sound the best that I can make them sound.
That's really interesting when you're talking about when you're at the jam, your goal is to make others sound the best that they can. Tell us what you're talking about when you speak like that, because sometimes we view musicians and it's just about the musician sounding great, but when you're in a jam, how is that different?
It's, I think the best analogy I can draw to it is what we're doing now with conversation, in terms of conversation. At the 1905 jam session, when somebody else is playing as a soloist, in the context of being a soloist, it's their turn, so to speak, to talk and be at the front of the musical conversation. My job is to play something that will lift up their voice and give them I want to say a better platform, so to speak. Play something that will enhance what they're saying, because that's my job in that moment, because it's been designated, it's their turn, they're taking a solo, it's their turn to talk. So at that point, the job of the rhythm section, and this is one of the things that makes Ron Steen one of the great drummers of our world, is that it's our job to make them sound as best as we can, because they're sort of in the spotlight, and in a way they kind of need all the help that we can give them, because we're trying to, and if you have a great band on stage, all of us could be great musicians individually, but we can't come anywhere near the level of music that we can when we all are working together, and not for the sake of ourselves and our own ego, but to make something together that's really great.
And this is part of, I remember having a conversation with you at one of these jams in between singers and instrumentalists, and you shared this wisdom with me, and I just remember being hooked, and I'm like, who is Harrison Richter, and where did he come from? So can you just tell the viewers a little bit about, just going back, where did you come from, how did you get into jazz, and how did you become so self-realized at such a young age, where you're able to so profoundly speak about these jazz jams? And
well, my first piano teacher was my grandmother, so I don't really know when I started doing this. I won't actually touch this, I promise. But when I started actually doing this, I don't really even know when. But it was, my grandmother was my first piano teacher, and then I took classical lessons for a long time, and then I went to a summer jazz camp at the University of Oregon one summer, and I saw the great pianist Greg Goebel play, and there was one particular night where I heard him take a solo on, I think it was a Duke Ellington composition called Take the A Train, and I heard that and I went, that's what I want to do.
How long ago do you think that was?
That was summer of my freshman year of high school, so 4 or 5.
4 or 5 years ago, you heard Greg Goebel play, and so that's when you were really turned on to the jazz part, where you wanted to play with a group like that.
And then, to your point about talking about these things, and I've been really fortunate to have a lot of really great mentors. especially here in Portland at the Alan Jones Academy of Music. There's been a lot of, and other places too. It's not just one place. It's a giant community of really wonderful, selfless musicians that we have here in Portland.
Well, and so as far as, it doesn't need to just be jazz, it can be classical as well, or any other genres. I guess I'll just stop there. Your instrument of choice obviously is the piano, but I've seen you on the bass. Is that true?
Yes.
Or was I dreaming?
No, you did see me on bass and maybe also on drums. I picked those up, drums, just because I was like, oh, it's fun to hit things and make sounds with that. So that was just me playing around. But bass I picked up and I don't consider myself really very proficient at either of those in the sense of, I wouldn't necessarily want to play in public. But I picked up bass because my school program needed more bass players, and there were too many groups that wanted to go to a music festival and they didn't have enough bass players. And I went, oh, I'll figure out how the notes work on this. There's no frets on it.
How long have you been playing the bass?
I haven't played it for a while, actually, so I can't count up until now. But I started, I think my senior year of high school is when I started playing it. And I'm mostly self-taught on bass. I've gotten a few pointers from people that have helped. But
what other instruments do you play?
Sometimes I like to play hand percussion, but I'm not. And I sing occasionally, but not in public.
You sing?
A little bit, but
so you could
I sing in the shower.
You could do what Steve's doing. You could accompany, because you've accompanied vocalists before, and you could sing with them. That's good to know. I think we should all make a note that Harrison Richter actually sings. So if we have one of those great Ella and Louis tunes or any other tune, he could pick up the male vocal, right?
I mean, there's a first time for me to do everything, so I'm excited.
I think it's great. Well, listen, I want to know just a little bit. You spoke a little bit about, you're talking about how the music kind of brings people together, and how has this particular pandemic affected your journey and your love for being together in these jams and making others, lifting them up and being a part of a group? How has this pandemic since March affected Harrison Richter's musical journey?
Well, really just until a few weeks ago now, I haven't gotten to be able to play with other people really, and so it's the way it's affected me has been that it re-emphasizes the importance of really listening to people empathetically and appreciating other people, because when they're not there, then we suddenly now that I have to be in my house for 3 months, I go, oh, I really miss people, and I have a newfound sort of appreciation for the fact that I get to play with Ron Steen and accompany a vocalist. Whereas the joy of making music with other people is there's something about that will just never come from. I like playing for myself, but it's never going to be the same thing as playing even just with one other person.
I remember when the pandemic first hit in March, you were active on social media on a lot of different levels, one of which was your personal goal setting for music, and something about wanting to learn one new Great American Songbook a week. What was that all about, and how is it going?
Oh, well, I don't think I really followed through on that as much as maybe I'd like to, but for me that was ultimately, that was me trying to go, okay, I'm stuck inside for a long time now. What am I going to do to make sure that when I come back, I'm not losing all my gigs? But I found it, trying to learn a song every week is a good challenge for me. It keeps me engaged with listening to different kinds of music. And it also, there's a lot of skills that go into being a great accompanist like Steve Christofferson. There's a lot of really hard to do things that he can do really well.
Like play the melodica and play the piano and sing in
I've
between
never
breaths.
seen anyone do that before. Doing it and then going back and forth and like holding the melodica here, that was something.
Yeah.
But to your question, the social media thing and the goals I was posting there was, for me, it was, I wanted to share with other people what I was doing, so maybe help other people get some inspiration about how they might want to keep busy during a very hectic time where we're all inside, but we're all trying to be together. And it was also for myself, you know, to try to hold myself accountable.
Yeah, you'd also mentioned that you were going to intentionally listen to at least 4 hours of music. Was it a week or a day?
I think it might have been 2 hours of music a day.
Okay, and what was the purpose of that? Because I think that a lot of people that aren't in the study of music as deeply as you are, they don't maybe appreciate the importance of listening.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that important to you?
For me, it was so that I don't just listen to the same, you know, 5 albums over and over again. And for me, it was about how do I keep exposing myself to new things and new musical perspectives. I mean, the way that, you know, there are so many different ways that people play, which is perhaps a little general, but as an example, I really love listening to the Keith Jarrett Trio. And so if I'm listening to just Keith Jarrett for a week, and now I'm listening to 2 hours of random music in a day, it forces me to check out something else. Or, I mean, I guess I could just listen to more Keith Jarrett, but after a while, you know, I can only do that for so much. So it's about getting myself exposed to different people and different musical perspectives and different styles and that sort of thing.
Well, I think we're about getting ready to round up our interview. We have a couple more minutes left, but I appreciate you coming in to talk with us, and we're looking forward to maybe having you in the duo series as well when you develop that. It sounds like you have someone in mind that you might be wanting to do that with, but we'll keep the viewers on.
It'll be a surprise.
We'll keep it, yeah. One of the things I did want to talk to you just before we wrap up is, so since you've talked a little bit about how the pandemic has affected your music and how you're excited to play, you appreciate more playing with the jams. Do you have anything lined up while we're in the middle of COVID coming up that the viewers need to know about?
No, I can't say that I do. I occasionally do Facebook live streams. I am sort of right now. I'm reaching out to different places and trying to get something organized, but I don't have anything that I can plug right now.
Do you have a vocal jam that you might be the house band on Saturday?
Well, yes, I do. Oh well. Wow, that's a good. Thank you for reminding me. Tomorrow on Saturday, at your lovely house out in Newburgh, there will be a.
More importantly, who are you playing with?
I'm playing with Ron Steen.
Who you said you've missed playing with.
Yes.
So are you excited? Are you looking forward to that now that you remember that you're doing it?
Yes, I am.
That's great.
And I think it's Perry Thorsell is playing bass.
Just Perry.
Yeah, and he's also very, very, very good.
Well, that's great. Well, I'm sure that everyone's going to look forward to hearing you. If you had one message for your viewers or for anyone about how to get through this time, not just the pandemic, but just the state that we're kind of finding ourselves in right now, what'd you say?
I would say actively and thoughtfully consume art and make it like I like to do when I like to listen to the music. I like to at least once a day, you know, sit down and only listen to music, not while I'm doing dishes or anything else. The way everyone right now is sort of getting through the pandemic, whether it's by watching TV or movies or cooking, most, if not all of it, is some form or another of art. And it's what makes us human, and it's what's getting us through this pandemic. But at the same time, then, you know, these are, artists are often some of the few people we ask to do things for free, and, you know, and when restaurants hire people or when hotels hire people. Artists, I think, are chronically undervalued in our society, and right now they are sort of the thing keeping everyone together from all of us collectively losing it. So.
Absolutely. And Cerimon House is their number one mission is to lift the artists. Left Door Streaming is amazing. We've partnered with them for not just this series, but for the series at Cerimon House, where they will be providing great audio coverage on all of this. But I think that it's a fundraiser, so it's not just my house, it's a fundraiser for the artists. Right. And so we're glad to have you out there and excited to hear you play, and thank you for coming out to interview in the middle of this first duo.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, and thank you for jogging my memory as needed.
Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be there tomorrow.
I am too. It's really, I'm looking forward to it.
Good, great. So let's have Heather and Steve back. Oh.
Back to our regularly scheduled.
Thank you. I would shake your hand, but
well. It's out of pattern.
Daddy. Oh, I need them.
So this was working for you, liked the way this was.
Thank you. I think that'll work. As soon as I can hear. Check 1, 2. Hey, thanks, Eric. My brother Eric, everyone. He says, welcome back. Thank you. Oh, my mother even, Judy Strain. See, it's mostly my family on here. I mean, come on, people. you gotta, you know, up your game, I guess. Lovely to see you, Lisa. Daddy-o, you still there? All right. We're so glad to be back, and welcome to the second half of your lovely evening. Oh, hi, Dad. There he is. Hope you had plenty of chocolates. Oh, uh-oh. Did I lose everybody? Okay. These ear things, they're just, you know, they're fun. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, I can only hear through one ear thing. Oh dear, oh dear. Check 1, 2, I think I got it now. Hi! Hi, Sophia. So good of you to come, thank you. Okay, there, I think I got it. If I don't move, they won't fall out. You see?
Don't move a muscle.
Okay. Shall we? Mm-hmm. Shall we make some music for the people, as Ron Steen would say?
Yeah.
I'm quoting him all the time now. To spend one night with you in some old rendezvous. Sorry guys, this is cutting in and out and in and out. Oh, it's this thing on my back. Yeah. Technicalities, hold on. There we go. Oh, hello. Got you. Okay. Yeah, it was the thing on the back. Okay. There we go. Okay.
That's Billy, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Billy.
Okay, let's see if this works. To spend one night with you in our old rendezvous and reminisce with you. That's my desire, to play where gypsies play down in the break of day and dance till that break of day.
That one.
That's my desire. We'll sip a little glass of wine. I'll gaze into your eyes divine. I'll feel the touch of your lips pressing on mine. Whisper low just when it's time to go. Sherry, I love you so. That's my desire.
alone. Just when it's time to go, Sherry, I love you so. That's my Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we truly are so happy that you're here. When I thought about this song, I thought, well, heck yes, we should do that song because, you know, there are people to the west of us listening, people in the north, the ones I know about, my dad, my sister, people south of us, my mother, my brother, people to the east, Charlie. And we're just glad you're here. I love the east, I love the west, the north and south, they're both the best. But I'll only go there as a guest, 'cause I love it here with you. I love the sea, I love the shore, I love the rocks, but what is more? There'd never be a bore, 'cause I love it here with you. Singing in the shower, laughing by the hour. Life is such a breezy game. Through all kinds of weather, long as we're together, I love to hear you say my name. I like good wine and fine cuisine and candlelight. I dig that sea. Baby, if you know what I mean, I love it here with you. Swinging and I love Ella singing because it's something else, you know. They know how to play it, they know how to say it, they wind it up and let it go. I love the thrill of Cerimon shows. I'd love to kiss you on your nose. Just let me say before we go that I love. Said I love, being here with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this next song is a song called Petite Marlene, written by Magdalene Q, and I'm sure I'm butchering her name because it's Greek to me. She's actually Greek. And she's a very talented woman who writes in many languages.
We're fans.
We're big fans.
Big fans.
If you're out there, we love you. It's called Petite Marlene. And she says, I make a hole in the ceiling so that I can see the stars and touch the moon with my fingers. And she also says, at a certain point, that when the darkness tries to overtake me, I close my eyes and I dance. And I just love that imagery. I think it's amazing. And one of my favorite things to do on a summer evening is to go outside in the back patio and look up at the stars and maybe try to touch the moon, why not? But to just enjoy the beauty of the night sky. Petite Marlene. J'ai fait un trou au plafond pour regarder le ciel, toucher la lune avec les doigts. Les gens disent que je ressemble à une petite coccinelle qui saute d'une fleur à l'autre tout le temps. Petite Malina, petite coquine, m'appellent les gens. Mais moi, je suis simplement une fille qui danse. Petite Malina, petite coquine, mais en même temps, je veux trouver un seul chemin, un seul jardin. J'aime bien me perdre aux les couleurs foncées du crépuscule, quitter le feu d'anciens volcans. Et quand la nuit va me voler, je ferme les yeux, je danse au rythme des étoiles filantes. Petite Malina, petite coquine, m'appelle les gens. Mais moi, je suis simplement une fille qui danse. Petite Malina, petite coquine, mais en même temps, je veux trouver un seul chemin, sourire tout le temps. Chercherai un jardin. Je fais un trou au plafond pour regarder le ciel.
Thank you. Thank you. So, back to this idea of learning song. And how do we learn songs? Why do we learn songs? Well, sometimes people say, hey, Heather, you should try this one. Actually, that happens a lot. There's just so many songs, so little time. That is my motto. And not too long ago, maybe February, there was a man named Peter. We don't know if he's with us tonight. If you're here, Peter, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for introducing this song to me. And he said, I think you could sing this song, Heather. And I'd never heard it before. It's called The Folks Who Live on the Hill. What Peter didn't know was that I had had a house fire January 9th, 2019, and this is February. And it was still an amazingly horrific challenge to go through. I wasn't yet back in my house. I didn't get back in my house until May this year. And he sent me this song, and the Peggy Lee version is my favorite. We listen to many different versions of songs to find, just different feels and what clicks, what doesn't. But when I finally got around to listening to it, it made me cry. It was just like, how did he know? How did he know how important your home is? And you just don't realize how important maybe your home is, or maybe anything is, until you don't have it anymore. And so anyway, this particular song hit me right here. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being back in my home. Almost 25 years there now. A home really is where your heart is. And that's all I'm going to say. Let's do a song. Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high, you and I, shiny and new, a cottage that two can fill. And we'll be pleased to be called the folks who live on the hill. Someday we may be heading away or two, a thing or two. We will make changes as any family will, but we will always be the folks who live on the hill. Our veranda will command
meadows green, the sort of you that seems to want to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll sit and look at that same old view, just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill, the folks who like to be what they have always been called. The folks who live on the hill. Thank you so much. Thank you. Steve, I think we should send this next one out to Sue and Lynn, because I know they're there. There they are somewhere, and they've got marvelous wine and chocolate that they're enjoying.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This one's for Sue and Lynn.
Okay. Yes, you're going to give me a little spot, little solo spot.
Well, I'm thinking that people want to
That's
hear some
great.
Steve. Don't you think so? I mean, just Steve. Steve Willis.
I've been all over this program, like...
Take it away,
like to
baby.
Choose your cliche. I've been all over it. But I'll play one. I'll play one for Sue and Lynn. I don't even know which camera to look into, but you...
There you go.
You've been supporting me for a long time, and by way of that, also supporting Heather and me and our quartet in so many different venues and ventures. Just really glad that you're out there right now. So this does go out to you. It's called Mambo Bounce, but it's going to turn into something else.
We'll see. your lips that are cool and sweet. Such tenderness lies in the soft caress. My heart forgets to beat. The touch of your hand upon my head, the love in your eyes divine. And now, at last, loving divine, the touch of your lips on mine, the touch of your lips upon my brow. Your lips that are cool and sweet. Such tenderness lies in their soft caress. My heart forgets to beat. The touch of your hand upon my head, the love in your eyes are shine. And now, at last, love and divine, the touch of your lips, the love in your eyes, the touch of your lips on mine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So, going back to the 30s, they might have been experiencing the Depression, but it doesn't mean they didn't have fun. Just ask Cole Porter.
You don't have to go back to the 30s. It's much shorter to just go forward.
Yeah, I guess there is that.
I'm sorry I said that. That's what a depressing thought.
No, forward is good. Forward is good. Forward's going to be good. It's going to be great.
Yeah, the 20s are starting off great so far.
Yeah, let's just play the song now.
Yeah, okay. And what is that song?
It's called Let's Misbehave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
You could have a great career, and you should. There's only one thing stops you, dear, you're just too good. If you want a future, darling, why don't you get a past?
Not talking about that.
'Cause that fateful moment's coming at last. We're all alone, no chaperone's got our number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. There's something wild about your child, it's so contagious. Let's get outrageous, let's misbehave.
When Adam won Eve's hand, he couldn't stand for teasing. He didn't care about those apples out of season.
They say spring means just one thing to little lovebirds.
We're not above us, let's misbehave. the brakes on. Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure affair d'amour would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave.
You know my heart is true. You say you for me care. Somebody sure to tell, but what the hell do we care?
They say that bears have love affairs and so do camels. We're merely mammals. Let's misbehave. Thank you so much. I just have a quick question. I don't know what time it is. What do you know? Are we on a strict schedule or are we not?
You don't have to be on a strict schedule, but we're set till 9, and it's now 6 before 9.
It's 6 before 9. We won't stop at 9, will it?
We'll stop at 9.
If we just, okay, so if I start singing, then you won't cut us off, right? So we won't do the other song, but we'll do the last two, okay?
Did you say schedule?
Yeah, I did. Okay. No, I didn't say schedule. I don't know how to say schedule. Oh, goodness gracious, you can't get good help these days.
But we go on. We're going on. We're going on, folks.
With our schedule.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right there, it says viewers are going.
It says keep going. That was Eric.
Oh.
He's bossy.
Okay. All right.
That's my brother. I can call him
right.
bossy. Okay, so we'll just do 2 more. We had like 10. No, I'm just kidding.
You'll have to come back.
Yes. Well, okay. So this next song, I don't know. It just speaks to me about life these days because my goodness gracious, things are challenging at the moment. And, but I like the words of this song. That's why I want to learn a song because the words speak to me, okay? They speak to me right here. And this one says, I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. And this is a lot more than that, but that is my motto. Gotta look forward, gotta look for the good, gotta do all of that. Because that's just what life's about, and there is good in life every day, no matter what. No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams, placing bets. But I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you've got. Drank my fill, and even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond the hill, and do it all again. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. How the time just flies. How love's warm hellos, sad goodbyes, and leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm. For there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in this game, I want to play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you so much, Paul, Billy. Thank you for our VIPs. Thank you for our wonderful sound and video technologists. Is that what you're called? That's the best name I have. I don't know all these technical things. I'm so sorry. But you are amazing. You're amazing. So thank you very much. Thank you to my beautiful friend, Steve Christofferson. We just want to leave you with one thought, just one thought on this lovely evening. It's something that's helped me over the last couple of years. As hard as it is to do occasionally, try it. Look for the silver lining. Whenever a cloud appears in the blue, remember somewhere the sun is shining and the right just make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So look for that silver lining, and try to find the sunny side of life. Just look for that silver lining. Whenever a cloud appears in the blue, remember somewhere, the sun is shining. So the right thing to do, make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So look for that silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. My sister says we have an hour more to go. Lisa, I think that's after. You'll like get this thing. It'll be like an added thing. No, it goes till 9. Sorry, sis. But stay tuned. They say it's like having like edits afterward, or like, what did you say, Paul? Like your DVD extras. That will come later. Yeah. You can see how we learn a song.
You're saying they may have already won.
I don't know. Anyway, we will talk to you later.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all you people out there in La La Land.
And also thank you to Monty and the Left Door Streaming crew for all of this. I presume just beautiful video, but I can't see it, but I'm living it. We're going to look at it later, but if it was great, you want to thank Left Door Streaming.
Left Door Streaming,
Thank
yes.
you to the whole crew. Yes, absolutely. Audio by Paul K. Ward, and thank you also to the Cerimon House board for letting us in here, or letting me in here.
I know. They did talk to me about that, Steve, but I said, no.
Okay.
He's good.
It's time I say good night. Good night,
Good night, everybody.